Welcome back. You are listening to the Mario Mukwanda Show on Salam Media. It is 11:59 on this Monday, the 7th of December 2020. It is time for my Journey to Islam segment, and today I'm going to be chatting to 19-year-old Sumaiyah Betuel, who embraced Islam when she was just 8 years old. We're going to be listening to her about her story and her journey to Islam and what prompted her, an 8 year old, to embrace Islam. And let's find out if she is on the line, if she is on the other side. Assalamu alaikum, Sumaya.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, all well in yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but your line is a bit scratchy. Can you hear me?
Not very clearly.
All right, let's try this over the phone. Just stay with us. We will be right back. All right, let us try once more if the lines are clearer this time on Sumaya's side. Assalamu alaikum, Sumaya. All right, I cannot hear Sumaya. Now the problem is on my side. Welcome to 2020, the years of can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Or no, I can't hear you. Yeah, this is the year that brought all the can you hear be's. No, I can't. The year that brought the webinars and the seminar. It wasn't seminars, the virtual conferences. And there was a race that took place this past weekend, and they were awarding virtual medals. And I was like, I am not. I am not going to do the virtual medals thing because I mean, I'm not running a virtual race and I am not going to get a virtual medal. It's either I do it or I don't do it. All right. Sumaya, we're going to try this again. Can you hear me this time? Sumaya. Right, guys, no, we need to take this over the phone. Guys, please stay with us. We're trying to sort things out. It's a bit hectic right now. I'm not sure if you guys have been experiencing the networks and the craziness going on around that. But yeah, we're also having one of those situations right now. Let us try once again with Sumaya. Sumaya, are you there? Walaikum salam. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? All right, Alhamdulillah. Now, Sumaya, you embraced Islam when you were just 8 years old. Tell us about that and how did your journey begin? I mean, as an 8-year old, here we are thinking that 8-year olds are still playing with dolls and making virtual food or food talking to their invisible friend or something. So, what prompted you as an 8-year old? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, of course. Hmm. Subhanallah. Hmm. Now, you were learning about Islam and then you embraced at the age of 8. Am I correct? So prior to that, you just had a little knowledge about Islam and which was leading you to your actual embracing of Islam. So how did you go about it and who assisted you in embracing Islam and taking your Shahada? Hmm. 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 Yeah, I mean, you just mentioned that you kept it a secret for 10 years. And did you have any challenges while keeping this secret to yourself?
Definitely, especially during Ramadan, it was so difficult. Like, now obviously like fasting, like I just be like, no, I'm not hungry. I'll eat later. And now I actually did speak with parents when I was around 10. When I was around 10, and I told my mom, mommy, I really want to be a Muslim. This is my reason. And she was like, she always told me that, you know what, when you're old enough, you can make your own decisions.
Yeah.
But like nobody, I think everybody just thought it was a phase. And then when I entered my teenage years, then the new thing was, oh no, I had a Muslim boyfriend, and that's why I want to be a Muslim. So it was nothing of that sort. I basically discovered Islam on my journey, my spiritual journey. So um, my dad, my grandparents were totally against it because as I say, staunch Christians. So I knew that by accepting Islam, I would have to make a lot of sacrifices. But I think there comes a time in your life where you have to decide on, is it deen over dunya, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and what about now? You said that you were disowned and at the age of 18 and now you're 19. Do you have any other challenges?
Yes. So what the one challenge that I do have is like within the Muslim community, there's a lot of cultural views, I would say, that isn't Islamic at all. So I have created like a support group for other reverts and other Muslim sisters who, they want to learn about Islam, they want to do all of this, but then there's these ridiculous cultural things like caste systems and things like this that has no Islamic value and it just turns people away from Islam, So that's what I have been personally struggling with and like I think as a Muslim community, sometimes like, people will be like, oh, mashallah, you've taken your shahada, we're all brothers and sisters. But there's no tangible support, it's a very lonely journey because you're basically alone, there's nobody there. So I know you have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but like, that's about it. So that's one of my challenges. And alhamdulillah, like with the support group, it's been phenomenal, like the amount of support and sisters who are like, it's a sistership. So it's not like I'm helping people, it's we helping each other grow. So that's the amazing part about it.
Tell us about the need for support as a revert Muslim, because obviously cannot be something
Yeah.
that is easy. You basically like leave part of who you were behind and take on something else, and your family and everybody, your friends whom you grew up with, all look at you with contempt. It's like, what have you done to yourself? And we don't know you. You're not the same person anymore. And here you are all alone, looking for support in this new community that you would like to be in, and you're just not getting it.
Definitely. I think that is a major challenge on its own because, it's basically as if you live a double life. On one hand, you are this person, like you're trying to fit in with your family and you're trying to, fit in with your friends and stuff. But on the other hand, you also want to start practicing Islam, you want to start maybe dressing modestly, you don't want to go clubbing, you don't want to do these things. But now, where do you find that balance? Like, you know, in Islam, it's haram to like cut off family ties, the ties. Understandable, but then there comes a point where, for example, is it like good for you emotionally? Is it good for you mentally? To always be in an environment where people are picking on you and belittling you. So um, I think that like in terms of the support structures, for example, Eid, Ramadan is the most lonelier time for revert because there's no one to go to. We're alone. I mean, we fast, we wake up to say we're alone, we have iftar alone. Sometimes, Islam is about brotherhood. It's not supposed to be a lonely journey. And especially like when you're revert and you don't really marry into the religion, there's no family support because now you're not getting the support from your family and you're not getting support from, like a spouse. And like the Muslim community is there but not there, if that makes sense. So that's been a bit difficult. But alhamdulillah, I think it is improving. I mean, we all are learning. Nobody's perfect. So I just like want to spread awareness on that topic.
hmm May Allah make things easy for you and other reverts who are going through this problem, this loneliness that they are feeling. I know here in Johannesburg last year there was an Eid for reverts where they were calling all
MashaAllah,
reverts
that's
to
great.
come together and have a picnic, bring in shake type of vibes, which was very nice, mashallah. And hopefully you can adopt the same idea and implement it in your neighborhood.
Yes, I would love to, but obviously now with COVID regulations, it's
Mm.
been a bit difficult. So I would definitely look into that. And another thing, like with you, besides the loneliness, is it's the adjustment. As you said, you leave this part of your life, and I mean, I'm 19, so this is the age like I know my friends would love to go for parties and things like that, and like there is a part of me that wants to do it, but I know it's wrong. So I guess that's a jihad on its own. We all have our struggles. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We've all been through our teens and have seen what it's like having the parties and whatever else that we did. Alhamdulillah, we are no longer those people. Uh, what are some of the frequently asked questions that you get from people who now know that you're Muslim?
So first, the number one question would be like, "Oh, do you have a Muslim boyfriend?" That is the first question that I get from my family, from like anyone who knows that I'm a revert. The second question would be like, obviously a lot of people don't know about Islam. So like now I am in niqab and things like that. So they take it the wrong way and they're like, oh my gosh, are you joining ISIS or something? And it's kind of insulting. Like it is, but I'm getting used to it and educating people. Islam is love. This is what we're about. So it's a process.
Yeah, it is indeed. Sumaya, please stay with us. We're going to take a break and we'll continue when we return.
Sure.
This is Salam Media, and you are tuned in to the Mariam Makwanda Show.
Visit the most exclusive abaya boutique in Durban, Lamia Abaya and Fabric House, specializing in individually sourced designer abaya pieces and unique abaya fabrics, available exclusively for you. Lamia Abaya and Fabric House. Find us at 490 Peter Mokaba Ridge Road, Durban. You deserve only the best.
As winter grips the Northern Hemisphere, refugees, IDPs, and other vulnerable communities are doing all they can to survive. Winter is already the hardest time of year, and in the current global context, this year could be even worse. With your help, the Al Imdad Foundation is delivering life-saving winter warmth items in 12 countries globally, including Syria, Palestine, Yemen, Kashmir, and Pakistan. So be warm-hearted and sponsor a winter pack at just 600 Rand. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness, and every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Boda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and free zakat calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
Freedom Stationery supply Marlin and Marlin Kids pens to me and my school friends. They supply just about everything we need to help us get a better education, from books to files to rulers. In fact, any any accessory we need. Freedom Stationery. Education for the nation. What does accessory mean?
You are listening to Mariam Makwanda live on Salam Media.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Mariam Mukwanda Show on Salam Media. And on today's My Journey to Islam, we are listening to the beautiful story of Sumaiyah Betuel. I hope I'm saying that correctly, by the way. And
Yes.
she embraced Islam when she was just 8 years old and has been living as a Muslim in secret for 10 years and finally decided to let her family know that this is who she is now. And she is 19 and has been a Muslim for 11 years, mashallah. Sumaya, before the break, asked about frequently asked questions, and I know you are in niqab right now. People often ask me, why don't I wear niqab as a Muslim? Because they all like group it as one. Like, so if they wear that, how come you don't wear it? So, but it is a learning curve, and it's also a dawah where I get to explain to people about Islam and the dress codes about for Muslim women. Now, your name Sumayya, did you choose your name or was it chosen for you?
So that's actually a really interesting story. When when I was 8, I just liked this name Sumaiyah. I don't know what about it, but like I like the name Sumaiyah. So ever since I've kept that name, and obviously I like at school and things like that. I would go by my other name, but now I tell all my friends, "Oh, just call me Sumaiyah." So it feels so nice to be practicing now and like have that as my name. I mean, the name is like a big part of the identity. So then when I actually started like learning the meaning about Sumaiyah, and I started reading like stories of the Sahaba and stuff like that, and I was amazed because Sumaiyah actually means sacrifice, and how history played out. Like how my life played out. I actually had to sacrifice like my family, my relationships, so much for Islam. And so whenever I think about it, whenever I feel like demotivated, I just think about my name. And there's a story about, Sumayyah radiallahu anhu, and, she was one of the first martyrs of Islam. She was a utopian woman, and it's amazing. I love reading about stories, and, I'm actually studying Islamic studies at the moment because, I would love to extend my knowledge and go into ulama and stuff. So yeah.
MashaAllah. It is indeed a beautiful name. Uh, what would or advice would you give to someone who is interested in Islam?
So, firstly, I would say, you know what? Islam isn't just a religion, it's a way of life. So, you need to don't just listen to whatever you see on the media because Islam is about, you submit your will to the way of Allah. So, just go for it. I'm not telling you go be niqab or go start, reading 5 times and so on, like immediately. It's a process, it's a journey. Sometimes you're gonna fail. But don't give up. Don't be like, oh man, this is so hard because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most forgiving. So we learn, we all make mistakes. And sometimes it seems so overwhelming that how can I do this? How can I've done so much of wrong. How can I become a Muslim? And you know what? When you become Muslim, all your sins are erased. You're like a newborn baby. So it's like a fresh start, basically. And if you want to learn about Islam, start. I mean, there's so many platforms online, and there's dawah programs. I know there's IERA. I'm actually involved in giving dawah and stuff. So it's so amazing. There's so much to learn, and I think one of the mistakes I made when I spoke to my parents about it, I was a bit arrogant, etc. Like, because I got so used to defending Islam that I wasn't used to actually practicing it. So the more we learn, we actually realize how little we know. So just be calm. Don't be rude. Like, if you do know your parents are going to rebel against you and stuff, don't be harsh. I think just try and be the perfect daughter, but try to be the perfect son. Show them love, show them compassion, and then let them see how Islam has changed you in a positive way.
And speaking about parents, if your family were listening, what would you like them to know? What is your dua for them?
If my family were listening, I would say that, what, I really do love them and I miss them. And, my dua is that, Allah mends our bonds, and we may not agree on certain things, but it doesn't change, the love I have for them. And, yeah, I guess Allah knows best.
Indeed, Allah does know best, and may Allah also turn their hearts for the better. Sumaiyah, shukran for your time and for sharing your story with us. May Allah make things easy for you and open up the doors and also make your relationship and your ties with your family much easier. And for all those other reverts who are listening and watching this here, the same dua for you. May Allah make things easy for all of us. And those who can assist reverts, especially with the support system, please do so. They are our friends, and as Muslims, we are one unit, we are one body, and we were supposed to be helping each other. I mean, it's pointless to uh, give a person dawah and not offer them the support which is most crucial in this journey. Never mind the abaya, never mind the kurta, never mind the topi, never mind the books, but the support. Let us be those people in the communities that they need so that their families can also see that, oh, this is what Muslim people do. And I know my child is in good hands right now because they do have the support. Sumaya, shukran once again. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah khair. Wa alaikum salam.
That was Sumaiyah Betuel sharing her journey to Islam with us, and she embraced Islam at the young age of 8 years old and has been a Muslim for 11 years, mashallah. If you have any comments, questions, queries, or suggestions, please send them to us on our WhatsApp line 061 766 0355. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and use the hashtag The Mariam Kwada Show.
Connect and stay ahead with Salam Media.